In the top right, as the purple Zerg, it's Aster. And in the bottom left, as the red Terran, it's Tocon. It's good to see Tocon on the field again. Powerful French Terran. Hatch first from Aster. There's the gas. Here comes the pool. Look at all that clipping. Tocon moving out the Reaper. Aster with a couple lings to intercept. This animal is so clueless. A male Karak. Oh my god. I'm so dumb. Tocon gunning away at the Overlord. He's not going to get it unless he lifts a building, something like that. But there's the starport tech lab being built on the barracks. We will see if the starport swaps onto it. It's looking like no for now, as the Liberator is coming out. So Hellion Liberator harass gonna happen. Reaper gets a grenade off, but not too much harm to the Zerg. Hellions are going to move in, but creep spread is pretty decent right now. Tocon knocking on the Zerg's door. However, Zerg is getting ready to swarm. there's a Ling Assault on that third CC. Aster's gonna get quite a bit of health off of it, but he's not going to break it with this wave, at least. He didn't really fully commit here. And that means the CC is going to finish up. Tocon's going to be able to repair it. And Aster is out about a dozen Lings. Nice stutter stepping with the Queen, getting a couple extra shots off as she repositioned. And that means the Liberator will fall. Only a single drone lost. Oh my god, it turned into ash and floated to the sky. Tocon gonna morph a third orbital. So anyway, I started blasting. Left, 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 right, left. The Marine Mine Column is going to try and take out this fourth base. That's a lot of injects that could have been transfusions. I'm not sure how I feel about that, TBH. There go the Widow Mines, and that means the Lings can't really engage. Queens have to absorb their shots, and remember, there's no healing here for them. Okay, there's one transfusion, 2 transfusions off cooldown. The hatch is in the red. I don't think Tocon wants to stim again before he heals up. Widow Mine's off cooldown as well. Aster gonna collapse from multiple angles. Yeah, Tocon doesn't want that mine to hit his own troops. Remember, there's a Widow Mine back here. Aster just can't poke out. He needs to bait the shot first. Why does he keep injecting it so much? Holy crap. That means... Okay, I guess he's keeping up an injects on his other hatches, but... I would think you'd want to heal the hatch, right? Tocon getting a 4th. This hatch is still in the red for Aster, but he's going for a 5th. I think Tocon can actually just... Oh, no. A little bit too much creep spread for now for him to engage on this, but it's a problem that's going to solve itself quickly. It's cutting down a lot of Zerg units. There's the Baneling hits, but also the Widowmine hits. Both sides a little bit weakened from that. However, Tocon definitely has the advantage of 100 army supply to 50. Gonna gun down an Overlord. And what does Aster really have to respond to this? It's a lurker play from Aster that can be effective, but they're going to be vulnerable while they morph in. Tocon's pushing in. Lurkers are finished. Widowmine shot whiffs onto the Overlord. Some Banelings will connect. There's still an angle back here that Tocon can engage in. Is it though? 48 more lings here for Aster. Tocon, however, has gone up to 5 base. And Aster, totally out of position to deal with this, will lose his 5th hatch. Tocon gonna back up a little bit. He is maxed though, and also building a bank, and also with 3-3 hitting the field in a matter of seconds. Tocon gonna try and snipe the 5th again, but there's just too much Zerg here to defend. He will get out with most of his units loaded into the medevacs. In the meantime, our Zerg getting +3 Carapace, +1 missile. And finally, Tocon takes down this 4th. This is not great for the Zerg. Sure, Aster's trading out okay, I guess, but he's down to 3 base, and he isn't maxed. The Terran has 2k in the bank and is remaxed already. Just continuing to collect upgrades. Picks off the 5th again. Aster's going for a Ling run by. He should be able to shut down these 3 CCs. The Planetary should also be able to hold. Cancels there for Tocon. Some of the production will get picked off as well. This is nice, don't get me wrong, but Aster is going to be fighting a long uphill battle as he long distance mines to sustain his economy. Vipers on the field have a little bit of energy. The Sling run by still doing damage in the background. Significant damage, actually. Tocon going to be a little bit supply blocked, losing a lot of workers, but again, just such a massive bank here for the Terran. Viper's collecting energy, but going to soften up this base. Aster trying to go up to 6 base. Yoink, yoink. Blang. Yoink, yoink. Get over here. Tocon splitting off units. Oh my god, he's gonna get both these hatches. That was cute from Aster trying to yoink the Marauder, but a little bit too late. And there's like combined 2 mining bases for Aster, and one of them's under major siege and down to half health thanks to the Vipers. 2 Vipers go down. Aster gonna be supply blocked as well. Has to invest in 7 Overlords on this weakened Zerg economy. Tocon getting his own 6th. And things look dire for a French Terran. Things look great for a French Terran. My god, things look dire for a purple Zerg. Okay. There are a couple Liberators. No, oh no, they're deployed. They're all deployed. Never mind. They're fine. Look, they have little happy stars on the side. Isn't that cute? Aster seemingly has stabilized here, but oh no. Oh, this is bad engagement. Oh god, this is not great for Aster. He can't afford to take these losses. He's gonna have to spend his bank replenishing. Lurkers burrow forward. Ghosts with the snipes really eliminating the lurkers. And Aster is out of army supply, 44 to 97. Tocon's going to gain ground, probably drop a scan, clear up these creep tumors. Ghost's gonna take down the banelings. Only a few banelings and hydras for the Zerg. Tocon pumps out Liberators and Marauders 6 at a time. Yoink. Yeah, you can see how much that ate into Aster's bank. Down to 600 minerals, 200 gas. And he's not maxed out. Tocon, 4k, 3k behind this. Maxed out. Full infantry upgrades. Yoink. Aster's trying to hang on with everything he can, but the snipes are going to clean up the last remaining Zerg units. They're sniping Zerglings at this point. GG, I can't beat Terran's late game. Says Aster. Seems invincible. Infestors are still good. Just harder. Maybe. I guess. Tocon takes game number 1. In the top right, as the purple Zerg, it's Aster. And in the bottom left, as the red Terran, it's Tocon. The Alpha Dragon. Flying Tal on the banner. Although it looks a little bit more like a wyvern, doesn't it? If you're just tuning in, we are casting these from replays. They were recorded over the previous week. I am going in blind. I do not review the replays ahead of time or know the outcome of the matches. So this is a genuine cast. I do my best I can to keep it pure. Aster saying it's gonna be easy for you, might quit SC2. Man, every StarCraft player, I'm gonna quit SC2. I'm ready to retire. Uninstalling game, and then eventually they hit a breaking point where they do. And then they reinstall it like 48 hours later. Tocon saying ladder just not pleasant. Except Huck and Husky, they left this game. Aster spending a lot of APM typing. I feel like that might help you get worse at this game. But, he's gonna get link speed on time. There's the queens. The Kraft Macaroni and Cheese group. Tocon not gonna find any damage with the Reaper. Oh god, no, get out. I gotta stop saying god. See, as a caster, it's actually really hard. Like, you start saying phrases that are just easy, because this is... Okay, Tocon losing the Reaper there was bad, but, it's actually really hard. It's guided improvisation, really, when you're casting. You need to have, like, a framework for what you're gonna do and where the game's gonna go and be predicting things from both sides. But you have to react within a fraction of a second to what's happening. So you tend to, like... It's a constant battle to work these phrases out of your vernacular. Notice, oh man, I said, oh god, like 8 times this cast in the past 5 minutes. I'm using that as a crutch. I need to come up with more inventive language, right? Unless you're Rifkin, then you say something like, make sure you follow and subscribe and like and support my sponsors. Speaking of which, support AlphaX's sponsors at GameStop and 24-Hour Fitness. I was in GameStop the other day, and you can get, like, used Xbox 360 games for $2. You can get Skyrim for $2. Box and everything. There's nothing wrong with it. They have clearance t-shirts for like $3. So if you're on a budget like me, check out GameStop, bringing power to the AlphaX Apprentice. Alright, Tocon going for the Hellion pressure, stim about halfway done back home. Liberator moving out onto the map. 3rd CC under production. Yeah, you lose half the viewership talking about this stuff. Okay. Okay, Zoomers. We're being morphed for Aster. Hellions trying to find an angle. Aster not going to be able to sneak out an early 4th. That was quite the early 4th. Hellions are going to find the drones. Lynx should move in here, but a lot of them go down a corridor. That means these straight shots are going to do a lot of damage. Down go the rest. Now the queens do have these guys trapped, but all of them will get out. And they're going to be able to get some juicy shots off on the natural. GG's called as Tocon takes a 2-0 lead in the best of 5. In the bottom right, as the purple Zerg, it's Aster. And in the top left, as the red Terran, it's Tocon. Aster getting overwhelmed by Hellions in the previous game, but in game 1, playing a very toe-to-toe close macro game with Tocon. Tocon a single game away from victory. It's pretty hard to win 3 in a row, but I believe in Aster. You can do it, bud. Second CC there for Tocon. Aster went for a hatch gas pool. Gonna move into standard ZVT. Reaper almost finished for Tocon. There it is. Marine behind this. Porlings coming out for Aster. I wonder if Aster's name is a reference to the Lovecraft character. One Force Spore, no kills though. Oh, is Aster gonna be able to sneak out the third? He will. Aster a little bit tilted about losing that creep tumor. Everything else seems to be going fine. Totally normal for that Reaper to pick off the tumor, actually. Hellion pressure coming next from Tocon. This is usual. Terran versus Zerg fair. Liberator going to help with this harass. Eats a couple shots on the first Hellion. Guns down a creep tumor. But way too much damage on that first Hellion. 2 more are gonna come join. However, this attack's already pretty weakened. 3rd CC under development. Tocon found a way. There goes a half dozen drones. A little over. The Liberator should get picked off. It will. Hellion's backed into a corner, and they will be summarily executed for daring to damage the Zerg economy. But actually, for the Liberator and all those Hellions, I don't know if just 7 drones was worth it, but it's what Tocon got. Aster gonna be up quite a few workers. Down goes the Overlord. Spire for Aster. Chad Tocon takes down the hatch as well as the queen, and he's gonna get out of here with most of his units. More units went down to his own tank fire there than to the Zerg. Oh no! Why would you do that? Oh! Aster loses another hatch. That was just a visceral reaction. Pulling the queens away while dropping that hatch. Not great, but Aster will pick off a medevac here. The Zerg gonna be supply blocked for a while. Baneling speed has just hit the field. 1-1 about halfway done. Oh no, this is a heavily vulnerable field of overlords. And that's about 800 minerals gone, plus the hatch canceled. Aster down to 3 base. The Queen's going to go down without any link support. No transfuses are dropped. Aster kind of in a little bit of a panic here, morphing Banelings, but these Marines aren't going to give them time. Muta's in the air. However, the Wings on the ground get cleaned up. Gonna chase these down. They found the Baneling ball. Gonna pick off 2 before they morph. Some connections. Muta's gonna chase down the full medevac. But here come the reinforcements, and this is just too much for the Zerg to handle right now. Tocon has a 3rd behind this. He's moving out of 4th. Another Overlord gets picked off. There's still so many Marines behind this for Tocon. He will get the cancel on this hatch. Aster, once again, knocked down to 3 base. Some Banelings morphing in behind this. A lot of the creep spread cleared up. While the tumors cleared up. Creep's gonna take a little bit longer to recede. However, it's already starting to do so. Aster has a nice little Muta Cloud. Tocon actually looking a little bit anemic in these forward forces, but remember, he's on a much larger economy than the Zerg right now, so he can afford to just sit out here and contain. He doesn't need to press in. Some of the Banelings crash into the Thor. GG's called as Tocon does the medevac micro with the Thor, and Tocon takes his week 2 series 3-0. Alright, I'm feeling a bit tired here. Let me grab some coffee. We'll be right back in 90 seconds with the next series.